G'day, 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 ladies and gentlemen, and all those in between. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Mind, where as a Chapter 1, Season 1 veteran, I'm going to be bringing you guys the latest and greatest tips, tricks, strategies, and more to winning not only more games, but more crowns in Fortnite Chapter 6. So guys, as always, if you're keen to see us here, get it back for the crown win, potentially even just to win. I'll take a win. Make sure you guys do hit that like button and you hit that subscribe button and use creator code SurelyItsButter the next time you're in the item shop. Alright, we're going to be coming on down to the Bugswatter beach location, a little bit south of it actually, or technically west. Right, this is going to be one of those locations we did highlight in yesterday's episode. However, we're going to be trying a different sort of angle on it, right, in today's episode. We're going to be going for, of course, these Scooby and the Shaggy NPCs, right, straight off of drop. A great way to really maximize your, well, everything, right, from shields to mobility, right. All we need to do is hold out, I think, a mobility item, and Scooby should actually drop it, or at least if we hold out shockwaves, he should drop the shockwaves, right. He's going to be that resupply NPC. Which I'm a huge fan of, right? So anyway, we'll go and grab him here, get him into the car, and we're actually going to head on over down to the, a little bit east here, over to one of the best reasons of why you guys should be landing over here during the end of season, right? It is going to be for not just one, but two slurp trucks, right? There's going to be two slurp trucks here. Of course, we do have this car, so we'll be able to just drive right on through. I'm going to go through the other one as well. Mostly because, guys, that is just the way I want to do it, right? It's going to be super helpful in terms of preventing other players who maybe landed nearby. And we're able to, you know, be able to just grab a lot of that early and free heals there. So we remove that possibility, which then means that we no longer have to deal with it later. All right, anyone else who was nearby will have to just rely simply and purely off of that floor loot. Which is exactly what we want, right? So we'll now wait for the Scooby. He should drop us some stuff very soon. There he goes. A couple more shockwaves for us there, which is going to be very nice. Now, I also had one of you guys in the comments section there tell me about it in yesterday's episode. You can actually chill out in the car here, alright, and you can still capture that flag. So a lot of possibility here. You no longer need to sort of wait outside there. You can just sort of chill and really grab all that really good loot with a lot less, or at least lower chance of getting shot out. So great possibility there. We'll now go back into the car. We're going to grab this G-Wagon because I did see there was someone actually just up ahead here. Now we could go for them, but I'm noticing these chests here. I kind of wouldn't mind grabbing them instead real quick. Mostly because I would like to get some ammunition. Now this season, and I feel like you guys in the comments section have overwhelmingly spoken in agreement, this season has been pretty hit and miss for ammo. It either rains or it pours, or that's not it at all exactly, but you're either going to have a lot of ammo or you're going to have none. There seems to be very few games where you're noticing the in-between. And I know this is a season by season thing, right guys, where we're going to notice these, you know what? I think it might just be better to go and grab this one over here. Of course, if you can spot any of those ammo boxes, go for the ammo boxes as well. In terms of assault rifles, I'm a huge fan of the Hollow Twister. Right, the OXR is going to be quite good. It's going to be quite fantastic. Right, this is a very hard-hitting gun. The hardest-hitting assault rifle we've got in the game right now. However, guys, that being said, it's got a very low fire rate. It's very slow to fire, and you'll also notice actually that it has a lot of bloom when you guys do those shots. One bullet goes here, the next one goes here, you know, so and so. It is very hard to control, so for that reason, just be mindful of that. Hopefully Scooby will drop us something here. I want to reload the gun, but I don't want him to drop us ammunition. Alright, yep, let's just go and take him out now. I would like to get some more kills though. I feel like if you aren't getting a kill off of drop, you need to sort of really prioritize that now. We do have a vault that is opening up just on the outskirts of zone. There should be two that spawn. Maybe they've reduced it. But of course, I do see over into the distance here, we have a couple of players. So let us go over. Let us go and see who we can find. Alright, I would really like to go and grab Where are we? Is there a Fury? There is going to be a Fury assault rifle. Maybe Scooby will drop us. There we go. He will drop the blue hollow twister, which will be nice as well. And we've taken a bit of damage here, right? This is usually probably not going to be the best thing in the world. However, for us, for where we are right now, this isn't the worst case scenario, right? Now, the reason being is we are very, very close to a lot of heals. So we're going to get in the car. We're going to now drive it through here just to maximize our efficiency. And we're going to make our way down over to this fuel station. Right now, I'm going to be keeping an eye out. There we go. We do actually are being blessed right now with a blue sentinel pump. And now we can try and grab these. We'll get back up to full shield. And we're going to head on out. So if you guys are noticing you're having a slower game as well, like we are right now, you know, that is okay. Grab a car. I feel like cars are so crucial, especially as the season currently stands. It's portable cover, right? I think that's the best way to look at it. It's portable cover. You're going to have a massive advantage over someone who doesn't have a vehicle. So we do recommend that here. Of course, we do have someone down below next to the track there. It might have been AFK. Not too sure what was going on there, but quickly try and grab their loot. Do have a player coming up from behind. All right, now the Scooby here. Now this is going to be great. We can actually just sort of juke this player. See if we can't just try and destroy the car in general. We should probably force up here and just sort of follow up on this kill. 1, it's a real player. Alright, 2, okay, he's trying to shockwave away. That's good to see. You want to be shockwaving away if you're in that player's position. Try and just dodge over this, of course. Oh my. Fair enough to him. We've got 500 bullets, which is quite a lot actually. But what we can do with this G-Wagon is we can actually follow, considering we have that Scooby NPC. So we can actually follow him. The Scooby-Doo will actually do all the firing for us there. Which will be quite helpful. So we're going to try and follow up. We'll see if we can't find him. We do have quite a lot of items here. No sign of a car though, which means, look, he's probably made his way over into zone. I'm checking really far out now over on the mountains to the left there. We can use this right now to just see, did he go up to the right? Right, I'm looking up on the top sides of those mountains, which means if I can't see him up there, he likely went this way. And we do have some shots over this direction as well, so try and prevent that flip there. We'll go and make our way over here. We see the shots going out to the mountain over there. Whether or not he's trying to go for it is anyone's guess, but look, we're making our way there slowly and surely, guys. So if you have enjoyed this episode so far, you guys do try and help us reach that goal of 5,000 subscribers right by the end of next year, right? That is the goal. Make sure to hit that like button. You hit that subscribe button. So let's have a look what we got down here. Try and... It does take cover there behind that rock, which is a little bit frustrating, but of course, the broom over there. Very incredible aim there on my part. It's a bit rough, it's a bit rusty, but whatever the case, we're going to try and force this here. I'm assuming he's gone down there. Now, never chase a player down here, guys. It is absolutely going to be one of the last things you'll do in that lobby. We're just going to make our way back down around to the southern side here instead. And we're going to see if we can find him or catch him off guard. Alright, now we do, of course, have a lot of angles to play off here. He's likely still up there. But maybe it might just be worthwhile for us to leave, I'd say. We'll try and find a different player. Potentially another angle there. There he is. They can get very sweaty in here at these sorts of situations. Try and make our way over to the car in case he tries to grab it. Oh, hello. Unbelievable there. Looks like he's in a bit of strife. He's falling down the mountain. There he goes. Finally, a very sweaty player there, or at least in terms of his movement. He was very, very quick on his feet, quick thinking. Well played to Evil Shadow. Definitely. Look, I love going up against these players who are a little bit harder to kill. You know, it's the thrill of the chase, right? And I think if you guys aren't getting a little bit of the thrill there, with regards to your chase, I feel like you might be doing something wrong. Alright, so we'll head on out now. I would like to try and refuel this car, try and get up its health and that fuel. In terms of the location that we're at right now, this is Gourdy Gate, right? This is the floodgate itself. We have noticed time and time again, season and season again, this has been a POI that has been quite contested. It's going to be a lot of players up here, a lot of high ground, just a lot of outplay potential in general. Try and shoot out that car. He does die to gravity. He tried to jump on down. And old mate, someone else just died as well. Everyone seems to be... Oh, hello. Okay, we're going back down here. Sorry to Scooby. He will be, of course, taking a little bit of a reprieve there. And then old mate jumps back up top. I tell you, it's a very hit and miss game, this one. It's absolutely carnage on all accounts. I don't think we're going to be able to go up that way. We're going to have to go around the other way. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep an eye out. Right, a very big eye open on top of that hill in case another player decides to stand still like the other two. And we're just going to try and wait, right? We want to try and wait for them to give us another opportunity here. Right, we've got plenty of shields. We no longer have our fabled Scooby-Doo NPC, which to be fair has helped us quite a lot this episode. I've been very, very much a fan of that. Right, we've gotten a lot of shockwaves. There he is again. He's just jumping around there. Old mate on top of the mountain instead. And our fuel supplies are not looking flash hot either, so I make our way down to the low ground. We want to try and rotate to an area where there is going to be a lot of cover. Maybe just go for the shockwave broom combo instead. And try and find these sorts of low angle points here to really capitalize. Go for the heal, reload, get ready to shockwave out of here because we have low ground right now. Not a huge fan of having low ground. We are on the outskirts of zone as well. I'm not even too sure where he's at there. I can't really see him. There he is. Shockwaving on top of the mountain. Get ready to move. Zone is this way. I feel like it might be better for us to just shockwave up, broom to the left. We'll have to cross into him there. It's going to be risky. Let's go for it. And then we broom up to get that extra height there. Right, try and, of course, meander our way in between and around this cover. We also will have a last call opportunity, so if you guys are going to be fans of the last call, I think I am definitely a fan of it. It's going to be quite helpful in terms of general mobility there, but I just feel like it can be a little bit lackluster in other situations. Now, old mate is trying to fly up the mountain here instead. I'm just going to go for the broom, I think. Might be our best bet. And we could also take this launch pad as well. So we'll go and grab this launch pad. We'll take it down. I would like to find a car. This is a very sweaty player that we've got on our back front here. So I just want to be... Yeah, there he is. He's got his own little launch pad up there. We can, of course, jump on down, cancelling that broom and ignoring all fall damage as well. So a lot of potential there. We've got some heals as well to get us back up. Only 2 shockwaves, so I want to be a little bit cautious, or at least considerate of that. But we are going to get a car here. So again, we're going to check our back. We're going to be watching the sky. We're going to be watching this high ground up on that mountain. You know, identifying, is that player that was chasing us still there? Here he is. He has come back. I tell you what, Old Faithful. I tell you, if you wanted to find a loyal partner, make sure you hit up this player. I tell you what, they'll never leave you alone. Right, we've got a perfect cover here behind this rock. He's got the high ground. He's got the cover in terms of that tower. What I might do is instead, I might just leave. I want to go find somewhere else. Here's another player there. I want to find another car. There should be a one alongside the road here. Whether it's taken or not is anyone's guess. Got another broom over there. Sometimes you can find a car over here in this little car park. Doesn't look like it has spawned here though, or at least someone has taken it if it did. And this car is so close, guys, to exploding, so I want to get ready to jump out of here. I do not want to be staying on in for all too long. There's a couple of crown players well over in the distance. Check the map, it has been picked up. Kind of curious if old mate had some more shockwaves, you know, the guy in the car before. Got plenty of fuel, so we can definitely boost around here. Alright, I think that might be his loot there. We'll have a quick little gander over to yonder. Let's see what he's got. He's got some snacks. Might not have enough time there, and I don't really want to be taking 2 DPS, 2 damage per second there, guys, in terms of that zone, which is going to be pretty devastating, you know, if you guys get caught off guard there. Immediately we get shot at from the top, so what do? We head down south. We want to go low ground. We want to try and find an area with natural cover like these cliff faces, right? And just try and get in the habit of that. Try and get in the practice of just immediately going and reverting to these areas. Alright, overshield a little bit down there, of course. It'll just regen, so it didn't really do an awful lot of damage there. But this is, of course, one of my favorite G-Wagon spawns. It's never here, I noticed. I think it's a pretty rare spawn, but when it is here, I tell you what, it is absolutely made for some incredible close calls and just general great games. But I think I first found it when we had the Ice Temple with Superman in Season 3 of Fortnite Chapter 6. So a lot of potential there, of course. Old mate on top of the mountain. He's taking a bit of damage there. And he only got rid of our overshield, so just going to make our way down to the southern side of this hill. Alright, we go into the passenger seat, we reload our guns. Now he's taking a bit of damage there, he's getting into a bit of a firefight. I want to sort of take advantage of this whilst he is distracted. And maybe make our way up here. Getting shot up from behind, maybe? Someone flying up to the left. It's absolutely carnage over here right now, guys. I don't want to get outside just yet. Okay, he does jump on down. Fair play to him. Want to use this mountain again to our advantage. Reload there, try and force him out. Just a little bit, And we'll just sort of chip away. We want to push him off of this high ground. We want to capture it for ourselves. So we can make our way up here now. It's going to be very close to crack there. Oh, he does die to the fall damage. Unbelievable. The crown will be making its way down there as well, though. I think old mate's inside the mountain. This could be a very close call, actually. He's got to make a choice whether to come up or whether to stay down. He does decide to come up. This is not good at all. Try and crouch here. He's going to be trying to come up around either the left or the right there. Let us see him literally physically moving my head here, trying to see which direction he's at. Making our way down to the hill. We want to try and position ourselves somewhere very close. It's going to be hard to get this crown, but I feel like it's possible. It's a little bit greedy of me. Probably should have grabbed the slope juice though, because that can heal us up over time. But it is what it is. If you guys can't get to it in time, that's okay. Just try and play off the angles as best as you can in the moment. Try and take those deep breaths. I can't see him here. He's likely made on the high ground, hasn't he? Well played to him. Really well played to him. Ladies and gentlemen, if you did enjoy this episode, make sure you hit that like button. You hit that subscribe button, and as always, take care. Garnier.